Hey everyone, welcome back. Guys, let's make some, in fact, delicious lumpy egusi soup. Guys, ever since I started making this egusi soup, everyone in my house, in fact, they started loving egusi soup. Okay, moving forward, I already have that beef, which I washed with some baking powder, okay, and some salt. So now I added some stockfish, scotch bonnet pepper, and I seasoned onion, right? So I'm going to cover that to cook on its own juice for about 15 minutes. So 15 minutes later, I'm gonna check, which I am doing right here. I checked to see if the meat is not burning. So at this point, I topped it up again with another water, right? So now I'm gonna cook this meat until it's soft and tender, right? Okay, so guys, I checked at this point, right? It was cooking well. Okay, so I added some snail, already washed snail, and I covered again. Okay, so I left that area. Okay, guys, please, the snail is optional. Okay, it's not a must. Okay, I just wanted to try something new. Okay? So here I have some already blended egusi water, so I'm going to mix this until it turns to paste like, right? So because I want the egusi to be lumpy, yes, like not very lumpy but lumpy. Okay, so at this point the meat was ready. I took that off the heat. I'm gonna strain the meat, okay, the water and everything. All right, so at this point I'm gonna just blend in some red chili pepper, and I'm adding 3 atarodo, like habanero peppers. Okay, so after blending that, I left that area. Now I am going to fry some onion, okay, in some red oil, okay, and then I'll pour in my pepper mix. Okay, so guys, after pouring that in, I just have to mix that together, right? And I'll cover for 5 minutes, okay, on a medium heat. So 5 minutes later, I checked, I rinsed my blender, okay, the one I used to blend the pepper mix. Okay, so at this point I'm going to go in with the egusi that I've already mixed with some water, okay, little by little with my spoon. Okay, so while that is cooking, frying all together, right, I am going to quickly pluck some ugu leaves, and I'll carry like a bouquet of flower. Okay, so after that is done, I left that, and now I'm checking the egusi soup. As you can see, yeah, it has lumps. Okay, so at this point, after stirring that, I now poured in the meat. Yeah, so I'll mix that. Just see how beautiful this was looking. In fact, it was already beautiful. So after stirring that, I poured in some of the meat broth. Okay, that's the meat water I used in cooking the meat. Okay, I poured in a little, not to all of them. Okay, so at this point it was time to correct my seasoning, bouillon and some salt, okay, to taste. So at this point I'm going to cut this ugu. Guys, you see those women that cut ugu like that, yeah, in the market? If you see them, hug them and dash them on. They are just too good. Okay, so at this point I remember that I had some bitter leaves in my fridge. Okay, so I had to go and resurrect that quickly. Okay, so after rinsing, and I used my knife to chop it a little, then I just added that into my egusi and I stirred. Okay, so I covered again, right, on a medium heat, please. Okay, so it was time to go in with the ugu, right, which I've already rinsed. I don't know, I think at some point I didn't rinse the ugu before cutting, which that's unlike me, but I don't know, I rinsed it later because of sand. Okay, so at this point, the soup was ready. You guys, just see how this came out, guys, and the oil was perfectly sitting on top of the soup. That's, in fact, I don't know how to explain, guys. The aroma, in fact, was lovely. So guys, after that I just had to let her cool down, and I just poured some into my freezer container. Okay, and this is gonna last me for weeks. Okay, so guys, please do let me know what you think about this, okay, in the comment section, and I'll be seeing you on my next. Bye.